game strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers inquiring.
Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is expanding across borders as we join you from Munich, Germany and fabled Allianz Arena. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Let's go. Go.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. The Panthers at 0-9 now on the year, and it has really been a slog.
And it's been such a struggle for them because they found no consistency anywhere. Special teams has let them down. Offense, defense, the coaching, you name it, it's been a really difficult season for them. And people are looking for that lightning bolt to strike where they can put it all together and win a game.
In motion left, that's Thielen. Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Okay, here we go.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option right, it's Jones. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Big A'Shawn Robinson has made a career of this. Another tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. 3rd down here. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Things done early.
Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Singletary trying the left side, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flush to his right. Touchdown, Giants! Tim Patrick hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are within an extra point of Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss.
back is simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now here's Young. Going up top. That's into a crowd and intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Here we go. Up we go.
They run here with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and 8. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. On the return, Jackson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in.
Here's a diving catch right side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Shift to Crude.
Throwing, Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Singletary with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That one complete to again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Okay, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Singletary loses it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Off the play fake, Young. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Young to throw it. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. He'll get this down to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here is Young. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Young. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running the toss to Brooks here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Prater's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turn. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 55 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 5. Young will set to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
The Young keeps it, moving right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Young. Open man down the field. That's Legette. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette taking it in. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control.
If they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Okay, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hayden's locked in the cage. Locked in the cage. Up we go.
Singletary on the toss play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Singletary. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Young going to give to Brooks. And he stopped immediately there. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call.
Touchdown, Carolina! And Xavier Legette with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Desmond King on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Okay, here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Shifts by at the 15. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Half 18, half.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carry.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A handoff running left, Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. It's Deontay Banks with it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Jones. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
6.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many...
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Miles Sanders now to return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier Legette, 51 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors, 39 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeaux.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jones looking to change the play.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. It's complete to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
You want